Greetings, Commanders. Danbot here. Welcome back to another Elite video. This one is a follow-up to the previous video about Elite going quote-unquote pay to win. If you haven't watched it and you're curious what my take was on all that, I suggest you go back and do that now. I will dive into that a little bit. But Frontier has given some more communication talking about engineering and the pre-built ship. So let's jump into engineering real fast because I think we all know the engineering grind has been busted for years. And they are highlighting some areas they're investigating. They are talking about reducing the number of materials required for engineering, increasing the payout of engineering materials for missions, and increasing backpack capacity. These are all good changes. Now, as somebody who doesn't engage with Odyssey content a whole lot, the backpack capacity thing really doesn't mean that much to me, but they do note that they want feedback, that this is a live service game, gotta hate that term, and they anticipate that refining engineering may take several passes. This is going to be a work in progress. Whether or not FDev gets it right or gets it wrong, who knows? Track record says they probably get it wrong. But that's just FDev. Now, let's talk about these pre-built ships. A lot of people were worried these things were going to be beasts. They were going to be better than the ships that we've been min-maxing for years through our engineering grind. No, they're not. They detailed the specs on a couple of ships, a Type 6 laser mining jumpstart, and an Alliance Chieftain AX combat jumpstart. And not only are these things not going to beat out our engineered ships, they're a little baffling and kind of, well, crap in some ways. Let's talk about this mining ship here for a second. So, modified lasers, mining lasers, pre-engineered, long-range plus incendiary rounds, bypasses the need to unlock the LTT-198 permit and the subsequent technology broker recipe for this module. This is where they're getting people to skip the grind. I'm going to jump to the Chieftain real quick because it has something similar. It has two small Guardian Gauss cannons with the anti-Guardian resistance. What this does is it bypasses the need to deal with Ramta to modify it with the AGZ resistance effect on top of actually having to deal with unlocking the Guardian Tech Broker. So yeah, it's taking out two big steps of grind there, which is what we figured. But I don't really think this is that bad, because if you go through the rest of the stats, jumping back to the mining jumpstart ship, Pulse Wave Analyzer, Chaff Launcher, Point Defense. Does anybody actually use point defense for mining? If you're mining in a Type 6 and somebody comes after you, you're probably screwed. Point defense is not something I've ever used on a ship except for my Anaconda and my Corvette. It's just not something that I've ever used. And I don't see its use on a mining ship. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this seems like a waste of utility mount. Lightweight alloy, 3A power plant, 4B thrusters, 4A frame shift drive, 2D life support, 3A power distributor, 2D sensors, and a 4C fuel tank. So let's compare that to what actually comes on a Type 6 that you just buy. So we're looking at a 3A power plant instead of a 3E. That is an upgrade, but it looks generally like for the thrusters, 4E to 4B. They've simply just upgraded things from E to B in a couple spots right there, 2 to E to D on the life support. So not huge jumps here. And then you have two 32 capacity cargo bays, two 16 capacities, a bi-weave shield generator, a 2A refinery, collector limpet, and prospector limpet. So this thing is not any better than what you could spend a couple hours grinding, a few 100,000 credits and going and buying this stuff yourself in the outfitting bay. Same thing with the Chieftain. Now, some of the stuff is a little more expensive. You're getting military-grade composites, 6A power plant, 6A thrusters with G5 dirty drive, 5A frame shift. But all in all, these things they're not fantastic. They're not horrible, but they're definitely, I'd say they're pretty mediocre. They're pretty mid-range. I've seen several people saying that you're going to get your ass handed to you if you try to take that AX Combat Chieftain into a fight with a Titan. So make of that what you will, depending on what you engage with. I couldn't care less about fighting the Titans, but it does not seem like a great combat loadout to me. So yeah, I think that maybe we should give Frontier, as I said, a little bit of a benefit of a doubt here. It seems like they're trying to strike a decent middle road with these ships, and I do mean middle road because I would upgrade that Type 6 way beyond it, even if I was going to go mining in a Type 6. So I think we need to give them a benefit of the doubt and see where they go with this and see if they start getting even more egregious with skipping engineering things. But so far, this really does not seem that bad, and I am kind of okay with it. I still don't really like the pay-to-win thing, but as I said in the previous video, FDev needs money to keep the servers functioning. So if this is how they're going to do it, and this is the way they're going to implement it, I'll let them do it, and I'll choose not to engage with it because I have plenty of in-game credits to do whatever the hell I want, and I feel like a lot of us are kind of the same way. But if you're a new commander, this could definitely help you out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you like the video, like and subscribe. It helps channel out. If you're here to the end, watch time is key on YouTube, so thank you. My name is Dimebot. I'll see you guys next time.